Hi guys, Katie here. Thank you so much for hopping in and paying me a visit. I love seeing you guys here and I appreciate each and every one of you. Today I had some adulting to do, and instead of just getting it knocked out, I decided to put it on the back burner till the afternoon and go thrifting in the morning, to kind of get the serotonin levels going. So I'm going to take you guys with me. Let's see what we found. My first stop was my favorite resale shop. This is the one that donates its profits to local animal rescues, so it's a wonderful cause. I'm telling you guys, this resale shop, you guys would just swoon. It's so relaxing. It reminds me of like an old Hallmark gift shop, the way that it's all set up. Their prices are reasonable and they are putting stuff out constantly. So today was, if you spent $20, you got a 20% off coupon for your next visit. So I was perusing. I passed up that pottery you saw earlier. I just showed it to you guys because it was Falstaff, and I keep thinking Falstaff's going to make a comeback. I did love this little recipe box. It is so granny-ish. I'm going to wait on this. They had, I think, $5. So I might go back later with my coupon and grab that if it's still there, because I love those little 1970s pieces that have the dry goods in them. I think they're just adorable. Lots of dishes there today. I did not find too much in this area. I was thinking maybe some more of those mushroom pans that I bought in one of my last videos might be there, but there was not anything. I also, in that last clip, you might have seen the little, there were a couple Fiesta ware saucers, but I think those were priced around $4 each. So a little bit high, so I left those behind as well. So this was an interesting find, $3.99. It's actually an old kit for a daisy Afghan. And I know I told you guys that I really need to level up and learn how to knit and crochet, because that is one skill I just don't have. I thought this is absolutely adorable. I looked these up online, and just the kits themselves are going for around $40. So I thought $3.99 was a great price. So I will be getting this and putting it in the resale pile. I did like this paint by number kit. It is not vintage. I wish it was. I did not snag it. I did want to show it to you guys though. I do love paint by numbers. I have several floral ones in the house, and they can be quite valuable depending on the subject matter. Lots of puzzles. They did have those priced a little higher, but from the looks of it, they are selling really well online these days. But I did leave those behind. Oh, then we have this hottie. So if you wanted to take him home, all of the 45s were 2 for 99 cents. For as tempting as it was, I left him behind. Most of these little 45s did not have their sleeves, so there was nothing too fascinating in there. I did see more Kentucky Derby glasses. These were $1.99 each. Most of the new ones are pretty common. You're not going to get too much for them, but some of them can end up being pretty valuable. This one, I believe it was 1958, that one right there on the far left. And those are going for about $40 online. So I did grab that. It will go in the resale pile, $1.99. And it's pretty easy to ship, so I think that'll be a nice quick sale. These little birthday girls were always cute. I think I had a few of them growing up. And then there were some cute little swan candle holders. More knickknacks. I did like this little bird. I think if he was only $1.99, but I was really being cheap today. If he's still there when I go back for the recipe box, I might grab him with my 20% off and just put him in my window with all my plants because he was really cute. I did love this Little Mermaid. I don't think it's old. I think it might be, 90s, early 2000s. She was a $1.99. I actually think I might put her in my fish tank, assuming she sinks. She was very cute. Vintage mermaid stuff sells incredibly well. If you ever see it, it's a sure sale. So keep your eyes peeled because it's a highly collectible type of item. More knickknacks. So this thrift store, I've shown you guys before, they've got the cards that are only a quarter, and they're always adding more to it. I'm telling you, the things that get me excited these days. I mean, this is it. This is what does it. But there was that vintage Santa card, not super old, probably, 1980s. I did grab that. I'm going to probably use it in a project or crafting of some kind. When I do, I will make sure I report back to you guys and show you. But it was just such a cute graphic, and for a quarter, it absolutely went into my cart. This little Van Gogh was cute. I thought that would kind of be cute for a project as well, but they had $6.99 on it, so I decided to leave that behind. I did debate over this frame for a while. I just could not decide if I liked it or not. Now, it had a plastic insert, not glass. I don't know if it was original to it or not. I did end up passing on that. You guys, I had to include a picture of this in the video because I just thought it was hilarious. Someone made a little, like, girl in a dress door hanger out of some fans, and so I got a kick out of it. I thought you might too. But right by that lovely door hanger, I spotted this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this pattern, but this is actually quite a high-end piece. I flipped it over, and sure enough, it is Burberry. I do believe it is vintage. It is cashmere and wool. And this is the classic Burberry pattern that most people know. I actually found one of these years ago at a church sale. I believe I sold it for about 50 or 60 bucks. This one was $5.99, a little bit more than I usually pay at a thrift, but you know what? It's for the animals, and it's going to be an easy sell. So this came home with me, and it went into my sale pile. I love anything with mushrooms on it. This is an original piece of artwork. Absolutely beautiful. Ruth Ederling is the artist. I looked her up. I could not find anything on her. But that print did come home. I'm sorry, it's an original. Did come home with me. Here's also a print that she did. This was not framed. And it had kind of an awkward shape, so I think it would have been really expensive to find a frame. But it was beautiful. I decided to leave that behind. I want to say it was $2.99. Again, that might be something I might think about, but it really was beautiful. She was a talented artist. The stuff that I found of hers there was just gorgeous. Lots of little knickknacks today. It's always fun looking, sorting through. Coming up was a set that I walked right past. I couldn't believe that I missed it. This is a Fire King snack set, so you would have had your snacks on the plate, and of course your beverage in the cup. These were sold in packs of 4 so that you could entertain guests. and it was only $2.99. This is the blue mosaic pattern. There were no chips or cracks. You can see it's marked Fire King on the bottom. And this was such a cute find. I'm not sure if this will be something I keep or sell. They go for about $18, nothing super spectacular. I kind of thought they would go for more. So I may just hold on to it for now and put it with my other vintage kitchen items because I do really like that little mosaic pattern on it. Coming up, I did find a little shelf that had just some cute knickknacks on it. I did like that fruit. I thought that was very granny-ish, very cute. Not much on this shelf, but I did find this beautiful tin plate. I just loved the scenery on it. I loved all the detail around it. And it was marked Made in Holland, definitely vintage, only $1.99. So this will definitely come home with me. And there was a cute little wire plant stand, plate stand that I bought with it for just 99 cents. Those are usually hard to find at a good price. So I did grab that. I definitely thought this Santa bank was very cute. I'm going to guess 1980s on him. When you picked him up and turned him over, he did have the little stopper on him, but I could not find any markings to tell me who the maker was. But very cute, $3.99. I decided to pass on him ultimately. He might have a $10 to $12, value. I might look him up and see. Oh, and here's a Bumble from Rudolph. I think he's adorable. Look at him, he's smiling. I left him there as well. Someone's going to find him and absolutely adore him. Now heading over to Goodwill, oh my gosh, you guys, it's such a difference. I go into Goodwill and then I just feel like I'm fighting for my life in there. It was so packed. But finally, I found some beautiful artwork. This was a paint by number, and on the back, the woman wrote not only who did it, but apparently she inherited the painting from this woman when she passed away, and she put on the back of the painting that she would cherish it forever. And so I was so happy to find it. It's the one on the right here. It's the paint by number with the white and blue flowers. And I just thought that was such a beautiful thing for her to write on the back. That's coming home with me, as is the picture next to it. They were $4.99 each, and those are going onto my gallery wall. I am thrilled because lately Goodwill has just not had much in the way of art. This is cute. I don't know if you guys have heard the story about, I think it's Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod, an old children's fairy tale. That was just a cute little ornament I left behind. I did like this peacock. She was in rough shape. They had $4.99 on her. I couldn't immediately think of a place to put it, so for $4.99 I decided to leave that behind. More birds. I thought these little shot glasses were definitely cute. They were not priced. I can't imagine they'd ask for more than 99 cents or so on them. So for as much as I like birds and I buy things with birds, I didn't think I'd have too much of a use for those. So I left those behind. Next to them was this beautiful hall teapot. It was in okay shape. It didn't have any major damage. They wanted $6.99 for that. A little bit higher than I'd like to pay, so it stayed behind. I loved this. I thought this looked like something that would have come out of like thinking of his name. Oh, Liberace. I felt like this was like a total Liberace piece. It was missing a lot of the crystals, so I left it behind. But God, stuff like that, it's beautifully tacky, and I absolutely love it. These chairs are also there. That's actually fabric on top. They were not stitched. really good price on those. I think they had $3.99 each or $4.99 each. They've got the beautiful back on it. I left those behind. I'm gonna bet you this table probably came out of the same house that the crystal kind of candelabra bowl thing that I just showed you. Look at this. It has like plaster cherubs on the bottom, and it did have a huge chip taken out of the bottom, and the top is not real marble. It's actually fake, but just kind of a really wild piece. Very kind of that great, just gaudy, eccentric style. I just love it. I adored this chair, $5.99. I ended up taking it with me. I like it because it's roomy. I think it'll be beautiful with some pillows on it. And our house is pretty tiny, but when we have guests over, I like just to have extra chairs. And so this, I think, will be sweet in a corner, and we can pull it out if we need it. I did love this rainbow Afghan. It had a bit of damage to it. All the blankets here are $4.99. I thought it was just beautiful. I ended up leaving it behind, but it was so colorful. I just wanted to show you guys. So I wanted to show you guys this old golden book. No, I'm sorry, it's not old. It's actually a reproduction of an old golden book of Santa's Toy Shop. You can see it's in terrible shape, which is just how I want it. So it does not have a resale value, obviously, because the cover's ripped off and it's a reproduction, but it still has those fantastic old graphics. So I want to show you guys what I do with those. So real easy. I just take little plain wooden ornaments, circles or squares. You can usually find these at dollar stores, and I Mod Podge the pictures right onto them. And I also add a little glitter coating around the edges. Sometimes I add words. Then I just add some ribbon or twine, and they are the absolute cutest ornaments ever. Please excuse these pictures. They're old and from last season. So there you have it, my day of thrifting before I had to get on and be an adult all afternoon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you are as excited about some of the finds as I am. And I hope you guys are finding your own amazing treasures this week. If so, please tell me about them in the comments below. I would love to celebrate with you. Until we talk again, make sure you like and subscribe if you like what you see. And as always, have the most wonderful day, you guys. Bye-bye.